There we go.
Hey,
And
we're live.
then just have to hit the YouTube button, and then we have the link. I have this down to a science, finally. Aha! And then...
Hey.
Ah, crap. There we go. If I can hit the right button. We're supposedly live, even though my YouTube is saying differently. Refresh.
Really, it says live on my side. If you're watching, who knows?
Live? Are we live?
Paste this back.
I think we're live.
I'm live. Are you live? You're live. Let's play We're Live.
Oh yeah, it's working.
Yay! Yay!
Alright, let me promote too, and then we can jump right in.
All that stuff that's promoting. Do you have like Q&A turned on or anything for questions, or they just need to tweet?
People will probably comment.
Okay, cool.
Oh. If the link wants to work for me, oh my god. That's always the first 2 minutes that I cut from the audio edition. And that was you. You're doing better promoting my show.
There we are. Hey, works for me. We're definitely live. Yeah, live streaming.
And my computer has decided to freeze. Hopefully not our window. Oh no, it froze. Oh. Yeah, I'm on a delay. There we go. As long as you can see me, that's all. Oh my god.
I can see you, yes.
Reload the page then, you stupid computer. Sorry. It's like, stop the... Flash has stopped working. Yeah, so reload the page.
You're telling me that. Now fix it.
Oh my god. I hate how slow my computer is being right now.
It happens. Could sing a song or something in the background.
Quick, just distract whoever's watching.
Oh, hey guys, what's going on? No, I'm just this little thumbnail on the bottom. I don't know.
And then...
Like Cricket sitting on your shoulder right now.
What?
Like Jiminy Cricket sitting on your shoulder.
Oh. Oh my god, I hate...
We are live. I know.
There we go. Aha. Okay.
Alright.
There we go. Why did you what? Oh my god. Unmute. What? And then it mutes me.
Alright.
It mutes me on my own show.
Wow. Gotta love these techie things, huh?
So, hi, Mark.
Hi, how you doing?
I am fantastic. How are you doing tonight?
I am actually tired, but I have my latte, and I am ready to go. My latte with a cup from Sugar Mama's Bake Shop. Yay.
I've never noticed your office before.
Yes, this is kind of my office. It's kind of a mess right now. You know, you can kind of see I've got a few little diddly wops over there. You know, some of my stuff, and I'm really proud of this poster. That's like an original movie poster, like a two-sided movie poster from Serenity. So I'm super excited about that. Got some prints that I got over there, and then this other one over here, over there, which I love. So yeah, that's kind of here's a tour of my office. Just
That wasn't the thing I wanted to high-five you for, though. I do love the Serenity poster. I was staring at the at a certain character from Umbrella Academy sitting right next to
oh yes,
next to Phoenix.
Great. Here, let me bring her out. Here's 7.
Awesome. That's the one that came with the graphic novel, right?
No. This was separate from it. The graphic
okay.
novel version was smaller, so this one was like a full-size deal. Love that book. I was actually really surprised how much I liked Umbrella Academy when I read it.
Can't wait for the 3rd volume.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, I'm so excited. Did you see the announcement the other day?
Which one? About him writing for Spider-Man?
Yeah, that Gerard's doing a Spider-Man series, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, it's a cool concept. I'm really kind of curious how that goes. Because he's doing the one with, is it Gwen Stacy?
I think his is the Gwen book.
Yeah, so that sounds super cool. I love the art that I saw for it, so I'm kind of excited about that. That's looking pretty cool. And if you would just, did you ever read Fabulous Killjoys?
Not yet. No, I've been meaning to.
You know what? I could not get into that book.
I
I,
loved. I actually really liked that album a lot, especially the music videos with the themes they set and wow, Grant Morrison being awesome.
yeah, I've actually heard that if you like listen to it through the perspective of the album, it makes the comic a lot better. So I really need to just revisit it and kind of go that way because I could never get into it, and I was always just sitting there, just write Umbrella Academy, just do it. Don't give me this, just write Umbrella Academy.
So to backtrack completely, for my listeners and watchers, depending on how you either watch or listen to the podcast, who are you, Mark?
That's great. Who is this guy? I'm just a dude staring at a girl trying to say love me, whatever that quote is from that movie, that really cheesy movie. Well, I am I guess you would call me the producer of Weird Girls. I'm actually a writer and director first, and I've been doing that digital space for quite a while, and my latest project was called Weird Girls, and now I'm kind of producing the channel. We've got a YouTube channel, we've got websites, we've got Tumblrs, we've got all these things. We're really starting to expand. This year we've really started to push things through. We're getting more contributors. We've got a panel coming up at RTX. We're looking at doing some stuff for Wizard World. We're doing all sorts of things right now. So we're really just kind of getting the ball rolling on a lot of the Weird Girl stuff, and that's kind of my life. That's kind of what I spend 90% of my time doing right now.
And it is an awesome channel. So
Yeah, I'm glad you like it. Yay. We've worked hard on it. I mean, again, I'm a writer-director first. Whenever somebody asks what I do, I always say I'm a writer-director and I'm a producer. I'll do it if I have to. So, it's a different hat for me. I don't really do a lot of producing, but I've really had to do that here, and I think the channel's coming along. We're making progress.
yeah, you guys seem to be gaining subscribers at a steady pace. So.
It's steady. It's slower than I want, being honest. Well, I mean, come on. Honestly, I would love to have Grace Helbig's numbers, but don't have Grace Helbig's numbers, and I'm not going to anytime soon. So,
You mean it's Grace?
yeah, right. It's Grace. You're right. It's Grace.
At least you didn't say Daily Grace.
No, because there is no more Daily Grace.
No, there is not.
Are
Yeah.
they still restreaming her old ones?
It wouldn't surprise me. I'm not certain on it though.
They were. That originally, as soon as she left the channel, they were re-streaming her original episodes when she first started with My Damn Channel.
They were, yeah.
Yeah, that was I don't know, and I don't want to say too much because the guys at My Damn Channel are great. I know them very very well. They're good friends of mine. They are a great team of people. I wouldn't have restreamed them. Sorry, Rob. He's smarter than I am, though. That man is much smarter than I am in the digital space, so he knows what he's doing. So go for it.
Yeah, that was an area when it comes to YouTube. Like there was stuff I was clueless on. Like I think I was watching I watched like it was funny. My progression through YouTube was like Toby Turner and then Cater's 17 and then suddenly like I'm watching like SMP films and it just spiraled from there like I can never say it right. Charles Trippy.
Oh yeah, yep.
And like just spiraled from there. I mean, obviously I was watching like gaming YouTubers like Dodger and Jesse and Game Station before it became Polaris and now it's Polaris, but I was watching all that stuff.
It's a vicious circle, man. Once you take a step into the YouTube world, it just sucks you in. You just can't get out of that place at all. And I mean, I've got my Internet Killed Television T-shirts. I got my Project for Awesome T-shirts. I am all up in that world. That is pretty much all I do. I admit it. I have been sucked into the dark maw of YouTube.
The Darth Maul of YouTube.
Yeah.
So what was when it came to web series? It was originally before Weird Girls. It was why is my computer freezing again? There we go. It was Cell, right?
Right. Yeah. My first production was Cell. And that was great. That was actually years ago. I mean, it sounds like it's ancient, and in YouTube terms, it was ancient history. It was about 4 years ago. Um, and I did things a little different. If I had known then what I know now, I would have done things a lot differently. But even with that, I think it was relatively successful. It was a very, very dark psychological drama, which is totally unlike 90% of what you would find on YouTube today, and especially 4 years ago. And actually, at the time, I couldn't even put it on YouTube because our episodes were too long. YouTube had a limit to the length of the videos, so I couldn't post our videos up there. So there was a network who actually just went under. I was very sad because they were one of the groundbreakers, I think, when it came to premium content. It was Coldcast TV, and they had heard about it. They saw our trailer and pilot. It wasn't really a pilot, but I showed them the first rough cut and everything. They really liked it, so they took us on board, and it was great. You know, we had millions of views off Coldcast. It was great, but the problem was on Coldcast, it didn't have that community, so we never really got to build off of that. By the time we were able to put it on YouTube, you know, after they did loosen things up, you know, the buzz is already gone. So we didn't have as much numbers on YouTube, but you can find it on the Weird Girls channel. If you look on one of the playlists, there's a playlist down there for Cell where you can watch the whole 2.5 hours of Cell, the web series Season 1, and even a trailer for Season 2, which I would still love to shoot if somebody wants to give me a bunch of money to make that happen. Anybody?
It's just talking to I was just talking to Adam Simon this morning about his very awesome looking film that I can't wait to see, Synapse, and that kind of pops into my head. Is like independent filmmaking in general.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. We're in this weird thing with YouTube where there's this huge influx of a ton of money. You know, Maker Studios gets bought by Disney for $500 million. With an additional incentive of $497 million. They almost $1 billion for a YouTube NCN. And then you've got independent creators like me who are like, alms for the poor, alms, please. It's this weird thing. It's not quite the Wild West, but it's a scary time for us independent creators in the space. Really scary, actually.
I'm sure good things will come, especially with the RTX panel.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the RTX panel. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Right now, to my knowledge, I am not coming. Hopefully that might change. I don't know.
Hopefully you can get down. I think it'll be fun. Hopefully we can. I want to fill up that room. So anybody that's watching that's going to RTX, come to our panel, room 16, on the 5th of July, 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon. We're going to talk all about.
We had 45-50% of the room filled for the Fan Mobiles panel, so that was nice at Wizard World Atlanta. I was just like, yes.
That's cool. That's great.
With actually our mutual friend Kelly. Kelly knows him. I think he's posted every once in a while on the live show. Justin Paget.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, that's
great. He came out to the panel. I got to finally meet him in person and say thanks for all the support. So that was nice.
That's super cool. That's probably the best thing when you're in this space, when you finally get to meet the people who have supported your show. It's the best.
But oh, did I freeze again? Nope. There we go. Okay. Computer does not like me tonight. It was working fine earlier, and now it's just like nope. All of the nope.
All of the nopes.
But oh yeah, and anybody that's watching, if you would like to ask any questions, just tweet Eric, at Eric Ratcliffe, and you will get those questions answered if you have any questions. But or leave it in the YouTube comments since you're watching on YouTube. We'll see either. But
yeah, I'm gonna actually open that up too. Hold on a second. Let me make some noise.
There's
here.
nothing yet, or at least I haven't heard anything.
No, slowly. Hey, there's Justin Paget right now leaving comments. You're live. Hi, Justin.
Lies. We're never live. But yeah, because I actually started watching Weird Girls in that first year, and it was the RTX stuff where the first interviews with like Grace and Mamrie and Hannah, when it was I forgot her name,
McKenna, the little girl McKenna.
Yeah, McKenna. Yeah.
Oh yes, that was great. Oh my God. That time, that first RTX with McKenna was so much fun because she was just beside her. She loves YouTube, so all these YouTubers that she was seeing, I mean, she was flat out stalking Toby Turner for a little bit. He walked past and she's like, "Oh my God," she's straightening her hair. McKenna, I hope you're watching because I'm gonna make fun of you straightening your hair while you're talking. I mean, it was just freaking adorable. So whenever Grace comes down and I'm like saying, "Hey Grace, can we talk?" She's like, "Sure, come on," and everything. Because I've met Grace before, so this was a thing where I'm like, "Hey Grace, how's it going?" And McKenna's just looking at me like, "I can talk to. What am I gonna say to Grace?" I'm like, "Who cares? Just go." It was so much fun. And
put you in front of the camera. Just go.
It was great. She had so much fun there, and especially I loved her interview with Hannah because it was the most awkward interview ever. And Grace was off to the side harassing him, and it was just hysterical. So that was great. I wish that McKenna was still on the channel, but I did let her go somewhere else.
I was about to make a joke because just the visual of you pushing her in front of the camera, it's like, there are no child labor laws on the internet. Just go.
That is so true. That is so true. Just get in front of the camera. Nobody will sue us yet. No.
But I do find it cool and interesting with the fact that like the channel evolved the way it did because it was Danny first and then Kelly, right?
Yeah, it started off. It was started off with McKenna.
Yep.
And then Danny came on. McKenna got an offer to go to a larger YouTube network, and I was like, you know what? It's a good opportunity. Take it. So I let her go. Right after that, we brought Kelly on board. And it was pretty much Danny and Kelly for, just under a year, I think. And at that point, things were kind of rolling, and that was the point where we needed to really start upping the number of contributors. So Amanda Dawn, she actually won. We had a virtual San Diego Comic-Con treasure hunt kind of thing. So she won that. She was submitting all these pictures and everything. And she was just great. We invited her onto a live recap of Heroes of Cosplay once. She was great. And I was like, you know what? You want to do this? Sure enough. And we actually asked our viewers, we're like, what kind of stuff do you want to see? And somebody said, I'd love to see more Amanda Dawn. She would be great talking about this and this and this. I'm like, okay. So I talked to Amanda Dawn, and she was really happy to do it. And just recently, we have added Zombie. Zombie we actually met at RTX last year. If you look at one of our cosplay videos from last year, she was in this amazing cosplay from Gears of War. I mean, it was just awesome. And we were just chatting with her a while, and she was just great. So we talked a few times, and she actually was moving and doing all these crazy things. But once she settled down, come on down. We're still trying to find her footing with her, but she's mainly focusing on the gaming and Let's Play stuff right now, which I really think the channel needs some of that. So I'm pretty happy with that right now. And I'm testing a few other contributors that might be coming in soon. I'm actually doing a test shoot this weekend for someone else who might be coming in. So
very cool.
We're just growing like wildfire right now. It's not wildfire, but it feels like wildfire for me because I'm like, oh god, I gotta juggle all this.
Yeah, I did love Danny's latest comic poll episode. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to ask just because I don't want to break the illusion, but it just seems like for the most part she seems to be the one take kid, so to speak. Am I completely off base there?
It depends on the night, but she actually does. I mean, she's gotten really. I'll tell you a secret, and she might hate me telling this, but whatever. The very first day that we got together to shoot a couple of years back, we sat down and we're like, all right, we're gonna shoot this. Are we ready to go? This is gonna be about a 5-minute episode. It's gonna be an introduction kind of thing. We shot for 2 hours. 1 5-minute episode. Because she was just nervous. She wasn't sure how to do things. So I had to talk her through a bunch of stuff and everything. But now for a pull list, I turn on the camera and 8 minutes later we're done. I mean, she's super pro when it comes to those pull lists now. So yeah, there are some nights she'll get there and it's like, I didn't get a chance to practice too much, so this might take a little longer. Even then, it takes 15 minutes. So yeah, we knock them out pretty quickly. She's turning into a pro on that stuff.
I'm surprised the live show hasn't. By the way, I'm surprised the live show hasn't returned to being the Heroes of Cosplay show yet. Something tells me in another week.
Yeah.
Especially with Game of Thrones ending.
Oh man, it's just.
I have no idea at this point. I honestly have no idea. I know, like in my head, I know for a fact just because what I meant by that comment last week is like Daenerys, Jon Snow, and Tyrion are basically like the safe characters. There's like one more, but like safe in the extent that like because they're such like vital roles for the show, and because what I know from the books, but I only know in passing because I've never read the books.
Mm-hmm.
To my knowledge, they're all still alive.
See, I haven't read the books either. I am purely, and I've thought about reading the books, but I really want to have the full TV experience, so I'm not reading the books. But when you say that, all I keep thinking about is Robb Stark.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I know.
Robb Stark, he was pretty pivotal, and he's gone. He's no more. So I don't think anybody is safe in that show. I don't trust anybody right now.
Especially the fact that the idiot didn't take his dire wolf.
Do you really think he didn't? Did he just leave without Ghost?
I mean, I'm really hoping that he has Ghost with him. It's just the way they shot that scene made it seem like he was going by himself, and it's like, how stupid are you, Jon Snow?
Budget thing. They couldn't afford to animate the wolf in the tunnels. They're like, yeah, he'll be there. Trust us.
That was actually one of my favorite things about the episode. Is like the CG the CG is very tight in that show.
Yes.
So it's very tough to call where where they are with the practical effect and where the like CGI kicks in, because there are moments where the dire wolves look so like real, or like the mammoths and the giants riding the mammoths.
Man, the giants riding the mammoths last week was amazing. That was wow. I mean, there have been some direwolf scenes where I've looked at it and be like, oh, that's a fake wolf, but that's very rare. The giants and the mammoths and everything last week. I was reading an article. I don't remember where it was, but they were talking about just how cinematic that show has become when it comes to production values, story. It's just this epic, sweeping, huge thing, and they're doing such a good job with every aspect of it. The writing, the effects. Oh my God! I just want to just watch that show every day. That might make me kill myself because it can get pretty depressing. But I want to watch a lot of that show.
Or you know what I should have done when you showed me the Serenity poster?
What's that? Oh, nice, nice. Brown coats in the house everywhere. That's awesome.
I love this shirt.
I also have I don't know if you saw River. Did you see River?
I did see River, yeah.
I'll get River here. There she is.
One of the only statues that I have is actually sitting. That would be my cat. But you can probably see him if I turn this just a little more. No, it's not gonna happen.
Oh, wow.
But that's my comic book filing cabinet.
Wow.
And five long boxes sitting right next to it. Yeah, you can kind of make out my cat. If I move my hand a little, he might.
Yeah, there it is.
But yeah, that's my comic book filing cabinet, and on top of that is Heath Ledger Joker. Like I have that statue. You know the one I'm talking about with the on the deck of cards. I love that statue so much.
That's great. I'm a big fan of statues. I don't have enough, but I really like them. Some of them. Wow.
Gosh. Yeah, he's a loudmouth. Sorry.
That's all right. I've got two cats myself, so it's cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say usually Elizabeth's dealing with the cats, right?
Yes, I lock myself in the office, and she deals with the cats, so they crawl all over her during the time.
Is your office at home? That's what I've always been curious about.
Yeah, I have a day job on top of this. Don't think I make money doing this. No, I don't doing this. But my day job does give me the opportunity to work at home 90% of the time. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's great. You know, it's great. I couldn't do it at all if I didn't have that option. So I'm happy.
I'm slightly jealous. But then again, my day job is still technically a day job. We can't talk about the thing that will hopefully become the day job.
Yeah, but we'll keep our fingers crossed about the thing that will hopefully become the day job.
I have a meeting with my boss tomorrow, so by the time people listen to this, depending on when they listen to it, it has either happened or is happening.
Wow, that's exciting. You got to be excited about that.
Yeah, one-on-one meetings. It's cool.
Yeah, there's nothing bad about one-on-one meetings.
Because right now, the main day job, the one that pays the bills, so to speak, well, some of the bills, is working at a pizza place for 8 years.
Oh wow, 8 years. That's a long
Mhm.
time.
Because neither the podcast nor the webcomic have made money yet. I haven't figured that part out of the business yet.
Yeah, I know that feeling. It's hard to make money doing this stuff. Let's just put it out there. It's hard to make money doing this stuff. I wish it wasn't the case, and there are some cases that are making it easier between the Subables of the world, the Subable and the Patreon. There's potential with that, and more people are getting into marketing and merchandise, and YouTube's helping with the merchandise sales for channels and everything. So people are making steps, but even then, it's just hard. You've got to have such a huge fan base to really, really turn that around. It's tough. It's tough.
So how big is because not RTX but Wizard World yeah, Texas. There we go. My brain froze there for a second. How big is Wizard World Texas?
Wizard World Austin is pretty big. God, I don't know how many. I mean, it's bigger than RTX, and RTX was huge last year. I mean, 30,000 people at RTX, I think. And Wizard World Austin was bigger than that, and it's just getting bigger and bigger every year. I think it's bigger than the Dallas one now, actually. So I think Wizard World Austin is bigger than Dallas and San Antonio. Not sure. Don't quote me on that. Wizard World, don't quote me. I'm not your PR guy, so I'm just guessing. But it's big. I mean, last year was just insane. It was so full and just so many people everywhere. It's big. I think people like to come to Austin instead of Dallas. Call me crazy.
When is that one? Because I'm kind of trying to think in my brain if I can pull that off.
That one is November, I think it is.
Okay. That's gonna depend because there are a few shows in November that I'm pretty sure I'm already pretty much booked at.
Let's see. Oh no, it's actually in October.
October might be more doable, though not if it's the same time as New York Comic Con.
I don't think it is. It's October 2nd through the 4th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that should be doable.
It's a Thursday through Saturday, which is weird to me, but I guess there's a reason they did it that way. I don't know.
I'll just come crash on someone's couch.
There you go. There's enough people here in Austin. We can find a place for you to stay.
You just want your beer. Don't lie.
Yes, you do owe me a beer, and by God, I'll get my beer. Or mixed drink.
She was close. She was close, for the record, that episode.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, you're right, you're right.
I think it was down between them, because we're talking Jim Henson's Creature Shop challenge, for those that don't know, but I think it was between Melissa and oh wow, I can't even think of his name right now. Who won?
His name either. What is his name? Melissa and somebody else. The guy.
Quick, Elizabeth's watching. Elizabeth, tell us.
Yes, Elizabeth, tell us who is the guy. Do some research. Do a thing.
But it was definitely between them because the other guy kind of shot himself in the foot with the way his creature looked like an alien and not fantasy based.
Yeah. The whole season he really did kind of do his own take on stuff. He never really listened to anybody else
Nope.
He just kind of did his own thing.
It was the him show the entire time, except for when Melissa tricked him into listening to her on that one challenge.
Yes.
That was the thing they loved the most, which I kind of got a kick out of.
Yep, she totally saved it. And the dude's talented. He's super talented. He just, he did his own thing.
Yeah, and he was Ben. Yeah, Ben. He's not the one that won, but Ben was the one that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
And then, but I can't wait for the second season, especially if it's anything like the first season, because I'm pretty certain that it wasn't even halfway through. I think they got picked up for the second season.
Yeah, they did. They got picked up really quick. So if it's anything like Face Off, it's just going to keep getting better. Because the talent of the people that came in, every season just got better and better and better. And Face Off this last season was stellar. Those guys were great. The only thing I'm concerned about is what's the prize? Are they going to give everybody jobs at Jim Henson Creature Shop?
You say that like it's a bad thing. Though I don't think I helped you in the comments with this one. Some of my favorite things about the first season where you saw guys like like Victor Yurid and oh, wow, now my brain's gonna freeze. Two of my favorite puppeteers were are part of the Jim Henson Creature Shop, and it
Yeah.
made me smile to see them both show up because they were two of the guys that worked on Greg the Bunny and Warren the Ape with Dan Milano back in the day. So seeing them, I was just like, yes.
I get credit. Yay! Awesome puppeteers. I loved everything about that show, man. It was just seeing the skill and the artistry that goes into making and performing those things was just that was awesome. That was everything I hoped that show would be. It was great.
So to change gears completely, I am curious about the show that you did tease that's coming up. Is it a scripted show?
Are you talking about the Heroes of Awesome?
Yeah.
Heroes of Awesome is not a scripted show. It
Oh,
is.
okay.
Think of Will Wheaton's Tabletop, but with role playing games.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been fun. Fun quotes.
See,
I
now,
really
now I really do have to come to town. I would totally participate in that.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I really bit off more than I can chew, honestly, because in order to make this work, you've got to have multiple cameras working, and you got to have good sound and everything like that. And I tried to make it work the first few episodes with what I had, and we just had technical problems left and right. So the first few episodes, man, sound's just killing me. But by the third and fourth episode, we got it cleared up, and it's really starting to gel. The thing I love about it, and well, there's a lot I love about it. Partially, I'm playing on it, so I am in the show, and this is for people who've never really played Dungeons and Dragons, and I've never really played, which is just sad. And I really wanted to. So we got some people that never played and really wanted to, and just been going through a beginner campaign, and it's been a ton of fun. But we have a little girl who is 12 years old, I think, and she is awesome. She's like the biggest brute in the party. She's this paladin that just smashes through things, and it's great because we've got a thief, and those two just butt heads all the time. There were just some episodes where they're yelling across the table at each other because a thief wants to run away. It's like, no, we have to defend the innocent. It's like, no, we're gonna die. It's just we're having so much fun with this thing right now. It's taken a long time in post because we do get. I mean, we shoot on a Sunday. We shoot for about 3 hours, and then we do interviews after that. So between the 3 cameras running and interviews, I mean, we've got about 12 hours of footage per show that we have to cut down, work through all of the effects, put in graphics and everything like that. So it's been taking a long time for post. But my goal is that we're going to have our first one next week.
Nice.
My goal.
I look forward to seeing it.
Yes.
Hopefully next week.
Hopefully next week. If it's
The
not
last-
next week, that's
The last time I remember, Elizabeth said his name was Robert. By the way, I just looked at the comments.
okay, Robert. Cool.
But oh, what was I gonna say? The last time I played D&D was in high school, and all I can remember about my character, like I forgot what class I was, but all I remember is at one point, he was just this huge, like, smart ass kind of character. So at one point, I kept rolling terribly, and I had an arrow stuck in my arm. So for a while, I was pretty much like, "No, don't worry about me, guys. I'm cool. You know, just get the arrow sticking in my arm."
Yeah.
Because every time I would try to pull it out, I would roll like the worst possible roll, and it was stuck there forever. And that's all I remember.
It's ridiculously frustrating. And again, this is the first time I've ever really played, so I didn't realize just how much the dice would affect everything. And it can be so freaking frustrating when I'm like, oh, I know what I need to do, but I can't roll the dice enough to make it happen. And it's just, oh, God. I think the other day I was rolling nothing but 2s. Every time something happened, I was rolling a 2. So I was getting hit. I've been shot by our own party with an arrow so many times, it's ridiculous. It's actually becoming a thing where we're just like, she keeps trying to kill you. Why does she keep trying? I don't know why she's trying to kill me. Ugh.
I listen to Harmontown all the time, so trust me. If you think that's bad, Jeff or Camille, every second they get, it seems like one of them is just making sure the rest of the group gets injured somehow. Like there was one point where, because it's Dan Harmon's podcast, Harmontown. I don't know if you've ever listened to it, but highly recommend it. It's really funny stuff. But like
Right.
Dan's character, um, most of the time that they're recording, because they record at Meltdown on Sunday nights, and usually they've been drinking. So depending on the situation, Dan's character will get them into trouble because Dan himself is too drunk to remember what's going on. So like he'll tick off whatever NPC they have trying to help them out and get into the biggest fight imaginable. It's hilarious.
Oh my God, that's great. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to look at that. Harmontown.
Yep. Yeah, it's a really good podcast. They just hit episode 101, 102.
Nice.
It was just on my phone. I
Sure.
just finished listening to the latest one, so yeah. 102 actually, so they're on 103. Sunday's episode must have been 103, and I haven't listened to that yet.
All right, I'm gonna have to take a listen.
It's fun. It's really good because it's like it's Dan, it's Jeff. Jeff's known for like whose line is it anyways? And then it's Dan's girlfriend. Occasionally they have Mitch from Mitch, the creator of Arrested Development, on, and then Camille Nanjiani shows up every once in a while.
Nice.
It's good stuff. It's really funny. It's probably one of my favorite podcasts out there.
Definitely gonna have to look that one up. That sounds awesome.
That, and I listen to too many podcasts. I listen to everything from, since we're talking web series, have you ever listened to Hey Ash's podcast, Anthony and Ash's podcast at all?
Nope, afraid not.
Really, really interesting stuff depending on what they're talking about. Why is it frozen? I'm trying to look at my podcast and it's frozen. Uh-oh. Oh, maybe if it... Nope. That is completely frozen. Yay.
Hey,
Now my phone's not working. Jeez.
What?
What is this?
It's because I'm on.
Oh, never mind. I got it. And then I listened to Word Balloon, which is like John Suntress's show. Sean Castick, which is Sean Rosato. He's awesome. Thrilling Adventure Hour, because it's a thrilling adventure hour.
Because you have to.
Any self-respecting nerd should listen to the Thrilling Adventure Hour. You listen to it, right?
Yeah. Are you listening to John Hodgman's podcast too? Judge John Hodgman?
No, but I've heard good things.
Oh my God, you got to check out Judge John Hodgman. That's my favorite one. It's freaking.
James Urbaniak has one now too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Everybody's doing podcasts now. It's this resurgence in podcasts because like 5 years ago, it'd be like, whatever, podcasts. Everybody's doing them now. Crazy.
They're creeping into my territory, man.
Now you know how it feels when Disney buys Maker.
You don't want to be bought, don't lie. Then you want to have creative control.
I would love to have creative control, but if somebody buys me for $500 million, I'll have creative control. I'll have complete control over my creativity at that point. I am not concerned. That's not going to happen, though. Whatever. There's other stuff. There's I think Warner Brothers is making bids for Disney, or is it Relativity? I think Relativity and Disney are making bids for full screen. There's a lot of money flying into the space right now.
I know, it's crazy. Suddenly YouTube is a major outlet. It's because of the Nerdist and the Geek and Sundries out there.
And
have you seen? Oh, go ahead.
The thing is, it's been like that for years, but it's just now people are starting to notice, and that's what's frustrating. We've been yelling in the community for years about what you can get in the online space, and now years later, now everybody's coming in and saying, "Oh, you were right. We'll buy you now." It's like, you're idiots.
Have you seen the new Geek and Sundry show yet? It's really good.
Which one?
Actually, both of them are really good now that I'm thinking about it. Because the one that Nika Harper hosts, the Weapon one, but then there's the one that just premiered. What can I think of it? It has Fargo from Eureka in it.
I have not seen that one. I've seen the other one, but I have not seen. What's it called? I'm looking for it now.
I'm looking in my history just to see if I can find it real fast.
All All right.
It is. Come on.
Something. It's something. It's a thing that is on the TV thing. Oh, is it Spooked?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, no, I have not watched Spooked yet. I've heard a ton about it, but I've not watched it yet. I need to sit down and watch that show.
So
That's
good.
my kind of show.
What?
That is totally my kind of show. I totally get
Oh,
it.
it's really good, especially with the cast that it has. It's so good.
Yeah,
And the guest stars. The guest stars have been pretty great. The second episode had so many references in it.
yeah. They're just doing good stuff for Geek and Sundry. I mean, Will's really, I think Will or Tabletop. I think that's really the one that kind of set everything off. And once Tabletop started picking up, it just seems like they're really starting to put things together. But that's mostly their show is Tabletop. Arcade Arms, that's Nika's show, Arcade Arms.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. I like Arcade Arms a lot.
I've seen like one episode of that. I need to watch some more of that.
I only play, and some of it is thanks to Will's show, just because I don't get to be around, a lot of my friends a lot. But during Wizard World Atlanta, we were playing Cards Against Humanity. We played like 6 hours of Cards Against Humanity.
Oh my god.
And then Boston Comic Con last year, we played Munchkin for the first time, and that was a lot of fun.
Wow, that was your first time playing Munchkin. Congratulations.
Yeah. My buddies Steve and Jeff showed me how to play, and I was like, I love this game. And then I played Cards Against Humanity, and was like, I love this game.
Game. So I know what kind of games you like now. Is basically what I've learned. Have you ever played Gloom?
No, but I saw it played because I actually like that episode a lot. Some of the episodes I tend to enjoy more depending on who's on, which is just strange. But Gloom was pretty cool, especially because it was Amber Benson and oh wow, who else was in that one? It was like I know it was Will and Amber. I can't even remember, but that's a good game.
Yeah, it's a good game. I play way too many board games. Not as many as I'd like to. We have a little gaming group that gets together like once a month at least, and we just pull all-nighters playing these board games and just spending all night playing games. It's great. I was doing some actual board game reviews for a while, but then I got so caught up cutting other videos, I haven't done one in a while. Maybe I should do that again. I don't know.
You should.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Because I love talking about games, and there's so many great games we play. I love that community behind the whole board game thing. So, which is actually one of the reasons that I wanted to be involved with the Dungeons and Dragons thing, because I really like that. And we needed another player. So, whatever. I'll take advantage of the need.
So with you, it's board games, comics. Oh well, I just got an echo there for a second. There, it went away. Yay. Board games, comics. Obviously, you watch some really cool TV shows. Trying to gauge what else I don't know about your interests.
God, it's tough because it's kind of like okay, so with the whole Weird Girls channel, one of the things that I wanted to do with that was I want to have all of these different things because people sometimes have this notion that if you're into comics, that's all you're into. That's all you want to do is comics. But no, that's not the case. I'm into TV. I'm into movies. I'm into sci-fi. I love reading. Reading books. I used to read every single night before I went to bed. I love YouTube. I love good art. I just love all of these things, and that's kind of what I wanted to have in the channel. That's why I've got video games, cosplay, comic books, Disney, animation, puppets. We're about to start doing some stuff with literature and books, especially young adult literature.
Nice.
We've got somebody who's going to start writing articles on music for written articles on the website. So, I like all these things. I know I'm not the only one that likes all these things. Call me crazy.
I think I would say a majority of people like us vary our interests intensively.
I agree. Yes.
Especially when we have unhealthy knowledges of pop culture.
Yes.
It's not encompassing just one thing. It's all encompassing of pop culture.
That's right. Absolutely. So you know what? If you're into pop culture, come watch Weird Girls. We talk about it all. which is
Or
just,
listen to the Why I Love Comics podcast, especially if this is.
that goes without saying, because they're already listening. They're already listening, so they already know that. I just gotta go over here.
Hey, if you can self-promote, I can self-promote. It's my show.
You can do whatever you want to do, man.
Or read my webcomic.
This is actually what we call cross promotion.
Yep.
Boom. Boom on the cross promotion.
Cross promotion is a positive.
Yes, it is. Hold on a second here.
Did you just break something?
No, not at all, not at all, not at all. I'm just doing a thing. Don't mind me.
I'm actually really excited to.
You just reminded me about promoting, and I didn't post this on Facebook that I was actually like doing this.
Well, no, it showed up on your It showed up on your feed because your Twitter thing is.
Oh yeah, my Twitter is linked. There you go.
Yeah.
You're right.
You're good.
I forget how I've got all my social media things hooked up because I only run like 9 streams, so whatever.
Only 9.
I think is that what I meant? I've got 1, 2, I've got 4 Twitter accounts, website, Tumblr, 2 Facebooks. That's at 8. Google Plus 9 and 10. I haven't updated Pinterest, but technically that's 11. I think that's 11 streams that I maintain.
I gotta start using Tumblr more because I keep forgetting to use Tumblr.
Oh my god, Tumblr is my favorite. I freaking love Tumblr. Love it. It's perfect. It is like the perfect world for me.
I gotta have someone teach me how to use Tumblr properly. I follow a couple people.
Yeah.
Everyone from like Chris Roberson to my buddy Jeff.
It's a piece of cake, man. You just see something you like, you click reblog. Piece of cake. And shoot, it's there's so much cool stuff on there. I just spend way too much time looking at Tumblr. Like when I finish editing a video and I'm waiting for it to render, I always go to Tumblr. I'm like, what's going on with Tumblr? Look at that. That's on Tumblr. Put things on the queue. It's just great. I have so many things queued up to stream. I've got days worth of content just queued up to automatically post right now because I see a lot of stuff I like, so I post it.
I'm still what I was gonna say because I did remember it. I'm still really excited to see Amanda's puppy cat puppet when she finishes it.
Yes, she's going to start doing videos on the work in progress, I think this week. I think her first video should come out this week. I don't have it yet, but she's supposed to start working on those. I'm really freaking excited about that. Because one of my favorite, and I tell her this all the time, and I've said it on the live stream, one of my favorite YouTube channels right now, which I cannot get enough of, is Glove and Boots. It is easily one of the best channels on YouTube right now. So for her, and it's all puppets. If you don't know what Glove and Boots is, you're watching, you're listening or something, you're like, what is this Glove and Boots? It's puppets. It is awesome puppets. And they're hysterical.
They're very awesome.
They're very awesome puppets. They actually, the same creators did a show a few years ago. What was it called? Pirate Hunter. Elizabeth will know what it was. But basically what they did, they had $10,000 in coins that they put in a chest and they hid within the boroughs of New York City. And the whole story was that there were these pirates who forgot where they hid their treasure. In each episode they made, and they were all puppets. Every one of these pirates was a puppet. In each episode was a clue that would lead you on this route to find this treasure. And it was freaking brilliant. It was so good. Nobody ever found the treasure. Unfortunately, the hurricane hit up there and completely destroyed some of the landmarks they used. So they actually went, they dug it up, and they donated it to the Hurricane Relief Fund, which was awesome. But anyways, these guys do Glove and Boots. So, wow. Amanda and I were talking just a couple of weeks back, and we just decided, you know what, you love puppets. Why don't we try this? Let's focus on this a little bit. And I am super excited to see what she pulls out of her hat. I'm just giddy about that.
I'm still jealous about VidCon, by the way. That's another one I wish I could go to. But I do get to see Amanda before you, so.
Where are you seeing Amanda?
Derby City Comic Con.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, whatever. Whatever. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. But yeah, if you can ever get to VidCon, oh man, VidCon's. I mean, if you're big into YouTube and you love YouTube in general, you just have to go to VidCon. You just have to. It's an eye opener. It's a great convention. Hank does an amazing job with that. And just seeing how vibrant and active everybody there is, and how much they love the people that are on YouTube, it's amazing. I mean, these guys are like the Beatles, and I'm not even joking. Jack's Gap. If I don't know if you know who Jack's Gap is, but if Jack's Gap is walking down the hall, they are going to get swarmed like the Beatles. It's amazing. The first time you see that, you're like, what's happening? What is happening here? Bizarre. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm going to be working it again this year, so I'll be working, managing some of the panels up on the, I don't know, one of the top floors. I'll be managing panels there, but super excited. And it's always good for me to get out there and get to see a bunch of my friends from the LA scenes. I don't get out there as much as I wish I was.
I don't know. I don't know if Greg Benson will be there this year, but I'd still really love to see Kelly try to bounce off of him. I think that would be pretty funny.
Oh my God, Kelly and Greg Benson?
Yeah.
Wow, that would be amazing. Because, wow, that would be fun. I don't know if Greg's going to be there or not. He was there last year. But
yeah, he's done it the last couple years, I think.
Yeah, because
At least one day as himself, and then one day as wow, why did my brain die on Yeshman?
Yeah, I don't know.
I love Yeshman.
He's a fun guy. I don't know though. I don't know what he's working on right now or what he's doing. So we'll see. I know that his wife isn't with Geek and Sundry anymore. I know that they're doing stuff together, but I don't know what they've got planned, if they're going to be at VidCon or not.
Oh, that's a bummer. I didn't know that, because I know her and Felicia started it together.
Yeah, they were in there from the beginning, but you know, I could be wrong. But at last I heard, she wasn't there anymore, and this was like as of last year. So
not sure.
Unless something has changed, Kim is not with Geek and Sundry anymore. She's doing her own.
I know. And this is really cool, just because I like both of them, and you can easily see them working together. Is Corey Williams, S&P Films, is now working as like a cameraman for Greg. So.
Oh wow, that's fun. I need to look that up. Making notes and stuff. Anytime you say something that I'm going to do later, I'm making a note. If I don't write it down, I'll forget it.
See, no wonder I haven't been on or at least helped with an episode of the weekly recap, is because you'd be writing too many things down.
I'll be writing so many things down. Oh, don't worry. We have every intention of starting to invite people in. I've been wanting to do it for a while. It's just a matter of getting the bandwidth and just really sitting down and inviting people in to join us. I'd love to have like different guests every week join us and talk about stuff. But you know what? I've found it's kind of hard to find someone who watches all the shows that we watch.
I think I only don't watch one, and I don't want to talk about it because you'll yell at me.
Oh God, which one are you not watching?
Yeah. Oh wow, the one about the clones.
Oh, Orphan Black.
Yeah, Orphan Black. Well, Kelly would yell at me before you would.
Kelly would yell at you first. I just started watching and I just got caught up, so I've got no room to yell at you for that. So yeah, that's cool. That's fine.
And I've been told not to watch Once Upon a Time. So
don't get sucked into that hole.
I think you were the one to tell me not to watch Once Upon a Time.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. It's a frustrating show for me because the concept itself has so much potential, and I just wish they'd do so much with it. Now the fans who really get into the show really get into the show. I mean, there is so much shipping in that show, it's ridiculous. But having said that, I wish they would go a deeper place with it. And this is the one time when I can agree with Amanda. Amanda doesn't watch network TV because she says it's not real enough. And this is a show where I'll agree with her on that. It's too vanilla for me. Let's get some darkness in this. They try. Make it real, though. Come on, guys. You can do that. These are fairy tales. There's darkness.
Elizabeth is the name for you of that YouTube show. It was called We Lost Our Gold.
We lost our gold.
And she said, and I quote, "What would you do without my memory?"
I would forget to wake up in the morning. Just straight up. I'll be like, it'll be like 6 o'clock at night. I'm like, oh, I forgot to wake up. That'd be my life right now. Yeah, she's totally my memory. She keeps me in line. Thanks, Elizabeth. Elizabeth is my wife. If you don't know, she's on our live recap show with me, and she helps out around a lot of things. Every time I'm cutting, I just cut a video today. I needed to go and drug her in here and say, "What do you think of this? How's the cut?" She's like, "Oh, that's great. Maybe do this." Blah blah blah. So she's been great. She's awesome. Love you, E.
You two are awesome.
We're lucky. I'm lucky is what I should say. I'm lucky she puts up with me. So lucky she puts up with me.
I wasn't gonna say it, Mark, but no.
Oh, I'll say it. I'll tell her to her face. Virtually every day, I think I tell her to face. I am so lucky you're willing to put up with me because, I wouldn't do it.
Oh, did you see? Because you've been following some of the not EA, E3 press conference stuff, right?
Yeah, some of it. I haven't so much today. Today I've been working on some editing, but some of it.
Did you hear Assassin's Creed's developers' excuse for why they didn't include any female assassins?
God, yes. What year is this? Come on, people. That's ridiculous. Oh, it would double our development costs. Oh, it would take so much work to do. Seriously, guys, the year is 2014. You've got 4 Assassin's Creed's character that can play on the game, and you're telling me you're not going to make one of those models to be a female model?
Well, not to mention that it's so easy to debunk their claim because it's like, I saw your gameplay video. There's at least 8 different female character models in the crowd.
Right, but they couldn't use one of those to make a playable character. It's just ridiculous. And this is Ubisoft, and they've done so much great work in the past. What were they thinking? And this whole budget thing, okay, I am not in the video game industry, but I'm going to take a stand here right now.
I'll probably agree with your stand, but continue.
Maybe you will. If you're going to make a video game, you need to budget the female characters in from the beginning. Don't give me any of this crap about, it would double our production cost. No, it's in the budget from day one. If you're not doing that, you're missing out on half of your potential sales. Stop being stupid. There, I've said my piece about the gaming industry.
Especially when two of the most appealing characters in Black Flag were female characters. You didn't play it, but they were 2 of the best characters.
That happens a lot. I haven't played Black Flag, so I can't call on that one. I'm way behind on my Assassin's Creed. But, yeah, I mean, if you look at a lot of the other games out there, I mean, some of the games that have been huge, Last of Us, come on, yeah, she was a little girl, but, oh, God, I want to play that. Please port it to PC.
She is one of the characters she's one of the people in Spooked.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah.
How cool is that? I didn't realize that.
She used to be on, what sitcom was she on? Maybe Elizabeth knows this one. Elizabeth, what sitcom was the girl that plays Elle? Is that, yeah.
Elle, yeah, she
Ellie,
won't know.
Ellie.
Elizabeth knows nothing about video games. Sorry, but she knows nothing about video games. She wouldn't even know what Last of Us is. Don't hold it against her, guys, but she just doesn't know video games.
That's Justin. Justin, if you're still watching, let us know.
Somebody let us know who this person is. But I mean, you've got Elle, you've got Lara Croft. The Lara Croft reboot, holy crap, that was a spectacular game. Female-led, spectacular game. I'm not sure it made as much money as they wanted it to, but holy crap, what a great game. There's no reason that should not be in your development costs. Zero reason. Zero.
And to give Kelly a shout out, one of Kelly's coolest costumes.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Her Tomb Raider came out great. I loved her Tomb Raider. And she won an award at RTX last year for her Tomb Raider.
Oh, did she?
She did. She was Best Female Cosplay last year at RTX for her Tomb Raider.
Awesome. That is really cool. Congrats, Kelly.
You should see. Have you seen her finished Tali Zora?
Yep.
It's better in real life.
Is it?
It looks really great. Yeah. It looks really, really good. I know she's not happy because some of the foam broke off, so she's having to redo some things, so she's not happy about it, but she did a great job in that cosplay. It looks really good.
The the Dean and Sam costumes they're working on. I saw the Blade of King looks fantastic.
Yeah, the first blade, that's looking great. She's super excited. That's her first time using Warbler, so she is super excited using Warbler for the first time. And they're also working on, so a big group down at Austin Wizard World are going to do a Steampunk Justice League. So they're working on doing Steampunk Justice League costumes. So she's going to do a Steampunk Zatanna. Her husband Reese is going to be Steampunk Green Lantern. Danny Danger is going to be a Steampunk Hawk Girl, which is going to be awesome.
Awesome. Very cool.
There are a few other people that are joining in that thing, but that's going to be a great little group we get together at Wizard World. It'll be some good times there.
Hopefully I'll be able to make it, especially if
Hopefully
it's
so.
October.
Yeah, hopefully so. We'll take care of you if you get down here.
I will keep you updated on that one because that is something I would like to add to my list. And I'm pretty sure we'll be doing. I'm not certain on that, but I'm pretty sure. I'm saying we, and only Mark knows. As I crash into stuff on my desk, Mark knows who I mean by we. But I think we might be doing more Wizard World shows. I'm not certain on that yet.
Well, if you do, push for Austin because Austin's going to be the best town to come to. Just saying. If you've
Especially
never been,
if my friend Anne is there too, that would be pretty cool. Anne Kane, I don't know if you've heard of her.
No, don't know her.
Fantastic artist. I would recommend looking up her art. I have a Nightcrawler piece of hers straight ahead of me right now. I'm looking at it. It's on my door. It's really good stuff. I could try to move the camera, but I don't think it would work. I also I got this at Wizard World Atlanta. This is by Rob Pryor.
Oh, very cool. Nice. That is awesome.
Very beautiful Thanos.
That is very nice.
The worst roommate imaginable.
I think the next thing that I want to do is I want to work on getting more like prints from artists that I love because man, those are just awesome. You know, like there's who's it? Oh God, I can't remember his name. The guy that's doing Uncanny X-Men, the art of Uncanny X-Men right now.
Oh,
Chris Bacalo.
Bacalo, yeah.
Yeah, it's Chris Bacalo. I love Chris Bacalo's work. I have this dream that I'm going to get Chris Bacalo to do like the Weird Girls logo with all of the girls in the Uncanny X-Men just hanging out leaning on it. That would be like the coolest thing in the world.
That's a really cool idea.
I would love that.
I was grabbing this.
You have a sketchbook?
It's not. Well, I mean, it's mine.
Oh, it's yours. Oh, I got you. All right. Oh, cool.
Ryan Stegman is the first piece in there. He was the guy that did Scarlet Spider and is now. I know he's on another Marvel book, but I can't think of it. Yeah. No, not. That's. I can't think of his name right now. This is one of my favorites. Jan Kem Namora from I Kill Giants.
Oh, cool.
With Joe Kelly. He did a piece of the main character too in there.
That's cool.
You'll like this one, and then I'll show you my other favorite in here. But you should recognize the artist right off the bat.
I can't see it. Who am I? Okay, why am I blanking?
We were talking about Umbrella Academy earlier.
Oh God, you're right. That's awesome.
And then my personal favorite piece out of everything is Ethan Van Sciver.
That's awesome. I love that. That's great, man.
Yeah, my tattoo on my arm is based after Rebirth.
Super cool. That's awesome.
And then I have my Deadpool symbol that I just got a couple years ago. Yeah, if I can move my arm the right way, Jesus.
There it is. Now I see it.
It's an awkward spot on the arm when you're on a camera.
Yeah. That is super cool. I love those sketches. That's great.
Yeah, I barely get to get sketches, but when I do, it's like big stuff.
Yeah.
Especially when you see Fabio Moon and Gabriel Ba going, "Hey, we're doing free sketches." Yes, please.
Here, yes. Sketch all day. That'd be great. Yeah, I definitely want some more originals. I've got some stuff. I've got some Joe Eisma stuff because I love Joe Eisma's work. I think he's great. I got a few other things scattered around, but just not enough. Need some more.
Who?
Joe Eisma?
No, I'm being sarcastic. You don't see my
Right.
wall?
Is that a Joe Eisma thing?
That's Dummy's Guide to Danger. That's the
Oh, hey.
that's the original Dummy's Guide to Danger banner that Joe sent me.
That's awesome.
Because I've known Joe since like 2008. Yeah,
Really?
2008. Yeah.
That's awesome. He's such a nice
Because
guy. We've talked to him a few times. He's great.
he and Jason Burns were like two of the first like friends that I made industry wise.
Super cool. And he's doing great. Morning Glories is one of my favorites. It's great.
I love Joe. Joe's nothing but a sweetheart.
Yep, great guy. Very nice guy.
I barely get to talk to him, but he's really nothing but a sweetheart. So.
Did you see the sketch that he did for Danny at Wizard World last year?
No, what did he do?
Oh my God, it was amazing. It was a Young Avengers sketch cover, and it was Loki with Lying Cat saying "lying." It was awesome. So great.
I have to catch up on Saga, but I love Lion Cat.
Yeah. Oh my God, Saga's such a great book. Oh my God.
My favorite. My actual favorite piece of Brian K. Vaughan's work is sitting right here, if I can get it. Ugh. And you won't guess this at all, because you might not have ever read this yet. I'm trying not to knock over the Riddler team behind me.
You just got too much stuff.
The Escapist?
I have no idea what that is. No.
It's basically a love letter to the industry. I would highly recommend seeking it out. It's a Dark Horse book, and this hardcover is the best edition of it because it actually has a piece wrote by Michael I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Michael Chabon or Chavin.
Oh yeah.
At the very beginning. And it's a really good book. It's such a love letter to the comic book industry. It's not even funny.
I'll have to check that one out and see if I can find that at the store.
It's really good stuff. It's one of my favorite comics that I've ever read.
All right, The Escapist, awesome. Checking it out.
Because it's basically like a movie like Fanboys or Knights of Badassdom since it just came out, or even Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
But it's a comic, so it's a love letter to comics, similar to how those are all love letters to the specific genres that they're parodying.
Very cool. And have you seen Knights of Badassdom? Is that something I should check out?
Yep. Peter Dinklage at his best when he's not on Game of Thrones.
I remember when I saw the trailer I guess it was a couple of years ago when the very first trailer came out, or maybe it was a year ago or something. I was like, oh, I gotta see this movie. And it just took forever to get out.
Everybody is in that thing, too. You have Danny Pudi, you have Summer Glau, Jason from True Blood.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Everybody's in that movie.
It's really good, too. I like it a lot. I'm curious if they'll ever release the director's cut, because you can tell that certain things are missing. With some of the scenes are very choppy at moments, like they seem like they're missing stuff.
Right.
But it's still really fun.
All right, I need to check it out. I wonder if it's on Netflix.
I can check.
Yeah, why not? That's what the internet's for, right?
Let's see. Netflix. I like how this is half of the show. Is me and you looking up stuff tonight.
Oh.
Oh, did you just look it up?
No, hold on one second. I was looking up something else here. Let me, Netflix, Nights. Let me spell Nights correctly. Oh, badass.
Oh, the new Machete movie is,
Great.
Hey, don't you knock that man. I'll come over there.
All right, I won't say the word.
No, not Robert Rodriguez. I was talking,
Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo, yeah.
I won't say a word against Danny Trejo. Not at all.
Oh, you know what it is? It's not on Netflix, but you know what it is? Simon Pegg's Fantastic Fear of Everything.
Wait, what?
Simon Pegg did a movie called A Fantastic Fear of Everything, which I saw the trailer for, and I wanted to see it. And now I know it's on Netflix, so I had to watch it.
Fantastic Fear of Everything.
as well as Odd Thomas would be one I recommended. I watched that the other day.
Yeah, I think Elizabeth just watched that the other day. She likes to watch movies when I'm working. So.
It's a good movie. It's very Donnie Darko in thematically, I think.
That's the vibe I got from the thing. So I'm sure I would enjoy it because Donnie Darko was kind of awesome. So
John Dies at the End is too, if you haven't seen it.
I have not seen that one either. A friend of mine gave me that book a few years ago before the movie was even like announced, and I never got around to reading it. So I need to see the movie.
The book is better, but the movie is Don Coscarelli.
Okay. I'll check it out.
I was gonna say, you do know who Don Coscarelli is, right?
No. Who's Don Coscarelli?
I'm revoking your nerd card. Bubba Hotep, all 4 Phantasm movies, soon to be the 5th movie. What else has he done? He's done so much stuff. But he's most well known for the Phantasm movies. And then Bubba Hotep is like the big Elvis movie that he and Bruce Campbell did. So.
Yeah, I remember Bubba Hotep. And you know what? Movies like, when you talk about stuff that I'm into, movies like Phantasm are probably the movies that I am least interested in. So I've seen bits and pieces. I'm like, oh, don't bore me with this. Yeah, it's just not my deal. So I don't really get into Phantasm too much. I understand the value of it. Like The Evil Dead, great movie, purely on the quality of camp. The rest of it, whatever, but just the campy aspect of The Evil Dead is just spectacular. So I can appreciate those kind of movies for that level, but I'm not going to go out of my way to watch them. Sorry.
Watch it, Mark. You say anything bad about Army of Darkness, I'll hang up on you.
No, never say anything bad about Army of Darkness. Are you kidding me? It's fun. All of Bruce Campbell's work. All of Bruce Campbell's work with the Evil Dead franchise and everything has been pretty much spot on. So you got that. I will give you that one all day.
Yeah, Army of Darkness is my favorite movie of all time. I say that with no hesitation.
Wow, that's impressive. And
my top 10 list is weird, though.
What is weird?
I said my top 10 list is weird, though.
What's your top 10 list? Wow, okay, what's your top 10 list?
Yeah. By weird, I mean I can't think of it all off the top of my head, but it's
well, honestly, anytime somebody asks that question, I'm like, really? Of all the movies I've seen, I've got to think of the 5 or 10 very best. Okay, sure. The first one's not a problem for me. I can give you the first one easy. It's a piece of cake, and I'm sure you know what it is.
Go ahead.
Serenity.
Yeah.
Hands down. I actually quit my job after I saw Serenity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was doing a job that was just not making me happy. I got a master's degree. I was working all over the place, doing a job that just didn't make me happy, and I saw Serenity, and that was the trigger for me. I was like, well, I'm going to go back into filmmaking. So I turned in my resignation the next day, and I've been working on getting back into filmmaking ever since.
Is that kind of... Well, I mean, obviously that's probably not what kickstarted the fandom, but is that like one of those things that, like, when it comes to your fandom, is just like what clicks in your head and going like some Firefly, Serenity?
Well, actually, the very first thing that clicks in my head is Buffy.
Nice.
Very first thing. I mean, that will always be just my thing. Buffy, and very, very soon after that, you've got Serenity. Those two definitely are the things that keep me going, if you will. And that's actually the Weird Girls series. I took a lot of inspiration from Buffy and a lot of things that I've done with that series. So yeah, it's definitely where I get a lot of my stuff, if you will.
I know Angel season 5 is my favorite season of any television show ever.
It's so good. Oh my god, it's just great. It's probably not mine because I probably enjoy Buffy season 5 more than I should. I say that. I'm not going to put judgments. I love it. Whatever. Get over it. But I even like Dawn. I mean, I even like Dawn, and people go crazy about Dawn, but holy crap, you may think Dawn is annoying. I'm telling you right now, as someone that used to work with high school age people, that's one of the most accurate portrayals of a high school girl you have ever seen in your life. It's so annoying. and she nails it. So you may hate Dawn, but holy crap, that is a high school girl.
I don't hate Dawn.
Good, because she's great. I think she's great.
But I think that's because I think some people that hate Dawn probably didn't grow up with. Actually, yeah, that's gonna be a weird sentence. Didn't grow up with Michelle Trachtenberg, which I kind of did, because like I watched Harriet the Spy as a little kid. I watched Pete and Pete as a kid.
So you've got a warm spot in your heart for her. That's fair.
Pretty much.
That's totally fair. Totally fair.
I can't list top 10 movies off the top of my head, but I could do directors. And in no certain order, I could do directors. For me, it's Tarantino, Guillermo del Toro, Robert Rodriguez, John Carpenter, Jon Favreau, and I'd probably go Whedon. I'd probably go with Joss Whedon as the sixth.
Nice. That's not a bad lineup. I mean, I'll agree with you on some of them. I can definitely tell you lean a little more towards the horror vein of things, just a little bit.
I love Carpenter.
And you know, if you say you love Carpenter, you have to go with the horror side of things because that's just who he is. I'll totally get you. I mean, Del Toro as a director is so freaking amazing. I mean, Pan's Labyrinth visually, narratively was just one of the most effective films I've seen in ages. So brilliantly done. Hell, even Pacific Rim. I thought Pacific Rim, he did a
I love
good job
Pacific Rim.
Yeah, it was great. Obviously, Joss Whedon. I love Joss Whedon's work just because I love the way he works with characters. Whedon's work with characters, just in general, the way he can really get you interested and invested in these characters. Like, for example, I'm going to go to Serenity because I had some friends who had never seen Firefly, didn't like sci-fi. I mean, they literally said, I don't like anything in space, which I hate it when people say that. What does it matter whether it's in space or next door? That drives me crazy. But I talked them into going to see Serenity, and they even said, holy crap, that was a great movie. I really love that movie. Those characters are awesome. Yes, that's because Whedon knows how to bring characters to life. That, to me, great mark. And then I always go to the classics. Honestly, I love Steven Spielberg's early stuff. I think he's just such a classic, great director. It's just amazing watching his stuff. I mean, Close Encounters.
Yeah.
On. Oh my God.
I did forget someone.
Who'd you forget?
Edgar Wright.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
I don't know why I forgot Edgar Wright, but I did forget Edgar Wright.
It's okay.
Or my favorite movies. Not at least. I don't think one of them is in my top 10 list, but I think 3 of them are definitely in my top 10 list.
Right. So
But,
what do you think about the whole Ant-Man thing?
Marvel screwed up. End of the day, there's no way to put it past. There's no other way to put it.
All right.
Because at the end of the day, and I say this as an Ant-Man fan, I say this as both a fan of Scott Lang and Hank Pym. No one cares about that character. No one cares about either of those characters movie-wise. The reason anybody was interested and hyped up about that movie is the same reason that Iron Man was so successful. Because they let Favreau have his cake and eat it too, so to speak, and that paid off heavily. Anybody that was going to see Ant-Man originally was seeing it because of Edgar. They were seeing it because they're like, oh, this is Edgar Wright's new movie. I'm really curious about this.
Right.
And then... Oh, go ahead.
Well, I'm just really curious what Marvel was thinking in the first place, making Ant-Man one of their big movies coming up.
Well, especially because now Tony Stark is the creator of Ultron. You don't need Ant-Man.
So then why would they do this? I mean, we've got so many other... I don't know. I just don't get... Now... Here I am second-guessing Marvel, and Marvel Studios owns the movie world right now, so I'm not going to second-guess them too much. They've got a plan. There's something going on. Whedon is directing all of these things to go to a certain place, so there's a plan. I don't know what it is. I'm sure we will find out as soon as Guardians of the Galaxy start coming through, and we'll see all the rest of them. So We'll see.
We both know how excited I am over Guardians of the Galaxy. I cannot wait for. We're going to a midnight release of that movie. Me and my buddy, because it's
Oh,
the
you've already
weekend.
got it?
We're because it's the weekend of Boston Comic Con. So we're gonna go the night before Boston Comic Con. I'm going to Boston a day early so we can go to a midnight showing of that.
Nice. That's awesome.
That's how excited I am.
You know what? When I going back to when I first heard Guardians of the Galaxy was going to be one of their movies, I honestly had a very similar reaction to Ant-Man. It was like, why Guardians of the Galaxy? The raccoon? Really? That's what you're going to do? But everything I've seen since then just screams that they nailed it. So if they can do that with Guardians of the Galaxy, I got a feeling they know what they're doing with Ant-Man.
I don't know. I really don't know at this point.
We'll find out soon.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Adam McKay, fantastic writer, but not on his own.
Okay.
Because he was one of the writers of the Lego Movie. He's been a writer on Robot Chicken. He's been a writer on like different things, but with a team of writers.
Right. And that's valid. There are some writers out there that do great with other properties and working with other people, but when they create their own world, it doesn't quite mesh quite as well. They're better in that team environment. So maybe you're right. Then again, he could surprise the hell out of all of us.
I mean, at the moment, I'm more excited about both the Netflix shows, especially now that we know that Vincent D'Onofrio is Kingpin.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That's going to be
Perfect
awesome.
casting.
Oh yeah, that's going to be great. I want to know if they're going to have any tie-ins between Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with what's going on Netflix.
Oh wow, now I can't think of Coulson's real name.
Clark Gregg.
Clark Gregg wants to do it. He said he wants interconnectivity, so.
Oh, they totally should.
We'll see.
I really hope they do. If they can pull that off, first of all, the way they pulled off Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. working together with Captain America 2 was brilliant. If they can pull that off and they can continue that through what they're doing with Netflix and everything else, man, Marvel, you just own pop culture, dude. That's all there is to it.
I mean, I'm excited about those shows, and then when it comes to the Marvel movies after Guardians, I am so excited about Doctor Strange. It's not even funny. But they did confirm Doctor Strange is happening.
Okay, I knew they confirmed it. Did they confirm the casting yet? Because I've heard a ton of rumors.
Well, the two rumors that I'm hoping aren't true, and I love both of these actors, but I can't see Benedict Cumberbatch or Tom Hardy as Doctor Strange.
No,
I can see Jared Leto.
Yes.
I can easily see Jared Leto.
I can easily see Jared Leto in there. Early stuff they were talking about Johnny Depp. I'm not sure I would want Johnny Depp in there either. I don't know.
Depp I could have seen probably around the time that they shot, what was the Stephen King movie that he did? The Stephen King adaptation.
Oh, God.
It's one of my favorite Johnny Depp movies, too, because of the ending.
Oh, God. I can't
Secret
think of
Window.
Yes, there you go. I knew it was
Secret
Window. I was like,
Window.
Rear Window. No, that's his
Yeah.
stuff. Wait, hold on.
But that's the Depp I could have seen. Like, nowadays, Depp should be nowhere near that part. Leto, I like, because the last thing we really heavily saw him in was Fight Club.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
We haven't, he's done some indie stuff, but we haven't really seen him do, a major role since that point, so.
I mean, he did just win a freaking Academy Award, though. I mean...
Yeah, but it wasn't a huge role.
I guess. I guess it was a supporting role, but it was still a big role. It wasn't my so-called life, but it was a big role.
Yeah. So the DiCaprio should have won for Wolf of Wall Street.
I know I never saw Wolf of Wall Street, so I don't know.
You would. I'm not sure what Elizabeth's reaction would be to that, but I would actually recommend just sitting down and trying it because it's a really good movie with some really great acting.
I've heard so many things, and I've heard both sides, honestly. I've heard someone say, it's a great movie, but it sucks, kind of thing. You know,
it's a dark comedy.
Yeah, very dark, which I don't mind dark comedies. I don't have a problem with dark comedies, so maybe we'll give it a shot. Again,
and it's got a great name with the Wolf of Wall Street, so.
Yeah, no kidding. Of course, all of this is with me trying to keep up with Penny Dreadful and Orphan Black and all these other shows that are going on. So, oh, and I put out 5 to 7 videos a week. You know, whatever.
I have to catch. I'm now either 4 or 6 episodes behind on Louis. I gotta catch up.
On which one?
Louis.
Louis.
Yeah, Louis C.K. You've never seen Louis C.K.'s show?
Sorry, I didn't know that's what you were talking about. No, I have not seen it.
Any of it?
No, none of it.
Okay, first couple seasons are on Netflix.
Yeah. I just have never
Highly
watched.
recommended.
Put it on the list.
Oh, we got another comment. It might be from Elizabeth. Hold on.
Yep.
Oh, I think she was talking about who she wants to see play Doctor Strange. She said Jordan Catalano.
Jordan Catalano is who Jared Leto played.
I'm an idiot. Okay.
Every time she sees Jared Leto on screen, she's like, Jordan Catalano! Oh my god, it's Jordan Catalano! Jordan Catalano. She loves Jordan Catalano. Everybody loved Jordan Catalano back then, though, so.
Also, Elizabeth, I love you because I didn't know the Odd Thomas books existed. I just assumed it was a movie. I have to go look those up now.
Yeah, she's all about the books, and she said the books were much better than the film, so. But she loves the books.
There was a web series, too?
I didn't know there was a web series. Look at that. Elizabeth beating me on web series knowledge.
She's doing the show for us tonight. Jeez.
Yeah. Why don't you should do a thing with Elizabeth next time. She knows
you should have Elizabeth on. That would be fun.
Just have her come in. She'll just pop her head in here and be like, "Hi." Yeah, I actually.
I'd like to have Danny on too, actually.
Oh yeah, we should make that. The tough part with Danny is just her work schedule. She works a lot of nights, so it's really tough.
Does she work at the comic shop?
She does kind of part time. She's
stuff
over there, but she's got another job where she works at night. So, and she still does. She's always there for their conventions. She works there, picks up shifts here and there and everything. But she is their comic book girl, so she's got a costume she wears at the conventions and everything.
Well, one of the reasons I was asking is because of the video that she guest starred in with oh well, I can't think of what's her name in Sundry. Amy.
Oh, Amy Van Dalen.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, Amy Dalen, not Van Dalen. Whatever.
She's awesome.
Yeah. She's done good with that. She went from the vlog and then moved over to the main channel.
Yep. And her show is pretty funny.
Yeah.
And awesome.
Yep. Someday I want to have a budget so I can start doing those things with Danny.
See there, I gotta get out there to hang out with you guys. I gotta go to California to visit my friend Jason Inman, who I'm pretty sure you know, right?
What was the name?
Jason Inman. He Jwin on YouTube.
I don't know him actually.
Oh, okay. I'll link you to his channel because I think you'd like this. He does stuff similar to Greg, where he interviews people at conventions. He does comic book reviews. He's a cool guy.
Wait a minute. Now he's starting to sound familiar. I may have seen his stuff and just not.
You probably have. I guarantee you probably at least have seen one video of his.
Jason Inman on YouTube. Yep, I've seen him. Yep. Yep.
He's done a whole bunch of the parodies, like the Doctor Who thing, or the what does the Wolverine say?
That's awesome.
And he's probably listening, if not watching. So hey, buddy.
Hey, how's it going, Jason? Sorry I didn't catch your stuff when he said it. No, I feel bad. Meh.
But I am looking at time, and obviously you have more editing to do, so should gear towards the end here, right?
Sure, yeah, I do. I've got to get the pilot for Weird Girls. I've got to finish that, getting prepped to send off for the New York TV Festival. See if we can get in an entry there for our pilot competition. And oh God, I wish New York TV Festival. Here, I've already talked to you on Twitter. I'm going to talk to you on this podcast as well. Why you no take digital submissions? Come on. Who burns DVDs today? I had to dig around, find old DVDs. I had to refine some new DV authoring thing because you don't take a digital submit. Come on, guy. Come on.
Since they're probably not listening to the show, they're probably over 60.
Maybe you're right. These old media guys. Come on.
See, the thing that makes that kind of joke work is the fact that you're speaking directly into the microphone. if anyone, if anyone missed what we were doing.
Yeah, but anyways, I've got to finish. I had to shoot creator statements, and I've got to finish editing those, and I had to cut together a trailer and just all this stuff, and it's all done. And if you only took a digital submission, I'd just be like, boom, and I'm done. But no, now I've got to go label CDs and DVDs and burn them and stuff. And come on.
See, that's why I'm the talent on the projects that I work on.
Yeah, right.
Well, except for my podcast and the webcomic.
Yeah, except for all the things you do. But other than that, you're
the other thing that I'm on.
Yeah, you're the talent on. I want to be talent on something. Let me be talent on something. Man, somebody else
You are talent on something. You just have to edit it.
Well, that's true. That's actually true. It's not quite as fun. I want somebody else to cut it. I actually have had so much stuff coming on that. So when we first started this, one of the girls that actually inspired the Weird Girls series in the very first place, she was going to be the first person on the channel, but she wasn't able to do it, and that's how McKenna started up. So McKenna came on after she had to leave, but she is now coming in, and she comes in once a week, and she edits some videos to help me keep up with everything. So while I get other stuff done, she comes in once a week for a few hours and starts cutting videos. So she has actually started cutting Heroes of Awesome, so I can get fresh eyes on it, and it's been great. I just let her go with that, and she's like, "This is great. I love this." I'm like, "Good, keep doing that. I have other things to do over here." So it's great. I pay her money to do it. I'm not gonna lie, it's not a lot, but she's been great. Love Emma. Emma is awesome.
Very cool.
Yes.
Lessons you're working with too, so that's nice.
A little bit. Yep, a little bit. We're getting there.
But we did it a little at the start of the show. But since we've been talking about the stuff that we're listening, watching, reading, all that fun stuff, if you want to just tell people where they can find Mark and where they can find all the awesomeness that is the Weird Girls online.
Well, you can find me on Twitter usually. It's Mark Gardner ATX. In the ATX, Austin, Texas. What? What? Representing the ATX in the house. Mark Gardner ATX on Twitter. I'm definitely there all the time. And if you want to find Weird Girls, man, we're everywhere. We're at weird_girls on Twitter. So weird_girls. Weird-girls.com, where we pretty much post everything we do. WeirdGirlsSeries.tumblr, if you're on the Tumblrs of the world. Plus, we got Facebooks, and we're just all over the place. But we've also got all the contributors doing stuff. So Kelly Nova, look her up on Twitter. Kelly_Nova. Danny Danger on Twitter. Amanda Dawn is Jedi Manda. Zombie is Pale Funny Ghost. So look up Pale Funny Ghost for Zombie. And again, we've got more people that are joining every day. I'm actually waiting on the first music article, and I'm shooting test videos this weekend for a new contributor. So we've got a ton of people. We're everywhere. We are all over the internets. I'm not on Instagram, but Danny and Kelly and Amanda are all over Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, look them up as well.
Awesome. And thanks for coming on, Mark, because it's fun to catch up.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me. It's definitely fun. I love chatting about all this stuff. I could talk about this stuff all day, and if you get me started on YouTube, look out, man. That's why I work VidCon. That's kind of the stuff I do. So
And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and definitely hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet, as well as check out the whole archives of the podcast that you can find in the links down below.
Yay, archives.